Hi guys, Call Minority here. I haven't made videos in a long time, so I'm hoping this will make up for it. Ahem. While you're watching me do a pro play of Spelunky, I'm reading Spelunky fanfiction. This is the only fanfiction I can find about Spelunky, so I hope you enjoy it. Ahem. My Little Spelunky. Apple Bloom was waiting for her download of Daring Do in the quest for the City of Gold to finish downloading. She was getting very impatient and decided to get some apples and drink for the no doubt all-nighter she was going to pull to finish this game and maybe even earn her cutie mark. After she got some snacks and drinks, she came back to hear a satisfying click, meaning the download was done. She went to her Pony Live arcade. Okay, and clicked on the game to start it up. Daring, and just so you know, the author decided to put, I'll just read it. Daring Do in the Quest for the City of Gold by Pony U and Pony Mouth Studios. With the desert stretching behind me, I emptied my canteen, and a cold chill took hold of me. I forgot to read the fucking author. The author's name is Rio Gascar. Yeah, Apple Bloom was met with the title screen showing Daring Do holding a torch while the bats flew in the background behind her. Apple Bloom hit the buttons on the controller and went to adventure mode. The only character she had was Daring Do and Rainbow Dash for some odd reason. She clicked on Daring and started her adventure. Daring had paid her guide and entered the cave with her trusty whip and fedora, and used the rope to descend into the darkness. As she was sliding down the rope, she thought back to why she was doing this in the first place. According to the locals, any pony who can brave the many dangers of this cave can be one of the wealthiest ponies in the world. She went over her journal, given to her by Yang, her friend who escaped his cage by the skin of his teeth. She went over it in plane, like the airplane ride. Oh, never mind. Plane ride over to the caves. It told of many dangers, like pony eating plants and other odd monsters. It suggested for her to bring some starting gear to help her begin her adventure. She patted her bag, which held 4 bombs and 4 ropes, for anything she might encounter in the cave. After what seemed like an eternity, she stretched to the bottom of the rope, but could still see nothing below her. She lit the torch and threw it into the darkness to shed some light on her surroundings. A large stone door with Kali and Olmec embozzled on it right in front of her. She wondered how she would open it and consult her journal. It told her, one who had no fear of death can enter the doors. She wondered how she would achieve that. She thought about and saw that door had the shape of a hoof at the keyhole. She put her hoof in cautiously and had instantly stabbed with a small knife. She withdrew her bleeding hoof and retrieved the bandage from her bag. She wrapped it around her hoof to stop the bleeding. After she had done that, she looked back at the door and saw her blood was traveling through small tubes to the statue of Kali. She braced herself for any traps that might activate when the blood reached its destination. She ran back to the rope and climbed up in case things got sticky. The door opened and the statue of Kali turned to meet Daring. Oh god. Who are you, brave adventurer? Why have you entered my caves? I don't know ponies, so I'm just going to do whatever I think of voices. I'm Daring Do, and I entered your cave to earn glory and fortune. Daring said with a full honesty, thinking the statue can tell if she was lying. Oh, it's a girl. Never mind. Well, you may enter these caves, but those wings of yours must go if you wish to enter peacefully. Do not worry, they will return to you when you escaped my caves. How do I know you return my wings to me after I escape? Daring thought. As she knew flight would be her main way of traversing the caves. I am a god of my word, and as long as you do not provoke my wraith, they will return to you safely, Kali said as she opened the door to the cave. So, Daring do you wish to enter my world and defeat Olmec to gain fame and fortune, or do you wish to turn back now? Choose now. After you make your choice, you cannot return. Daring thought carefully about it. She had come too far just to back out now. She went through the door and ventured into the darkness. The walls around her started to shift, and she felt like she was going to pass out if it continued. She then awoke to find herself standing in the cave with all her gear except her wings on her back were missing, but still had her journal and flipped through the pages trying to find the area she was at. After skimming through the book, she found she was in the mines. It had many dangers like spike traps and acid-spitting king cobras. Nothing she couldn't handle as she closed the journal and put it back in her pack. She got her whip out of her pouch and held it close to her hooves. She looked around and saw a snake slithering along the ground and a bat hanging on the ceiling. Thinking to be no harm, she ignored them and saw some gold next to the snake. Her greed getting the best of her, she went to collect the gold and she was met with an arrow lodged in her body at high velocity. It stung, but she pulled out the arrow and bandaged herself up. While she was doing so, a slight nibbling sensation was emitted from her fedora. She looked up and saw a bat was trying to nibble on her flesh. She jumped back and swung her whip against the bat. It exploded into a fine mist of blood and guts. Apple Bloom looked at the scream and could not believe her eyes at the pixelated blood. This was the first game she had ever played with any rating higher than full and up. She wondered if she could continue her little adventure into the caves, but then she remembered she spent her saved up bits on this game. She pressed on more determined than ever to finish the game. She gazed at her health. It read 1 HP. She wondered why it read that. She only had taken damage from the arrow and the bat. She should have 2 HP, not 1. She saw the snake was getting close to her and activated her whip. The snake exploded into I just read that. Oh wait, no. Exploded into a fine mist just like the bat did. Apple Bloom was wondering what might happen if Applejack caught her playing a game like this, seeing as how she was in the Cutie Marks Crusaders treehouse, and Applejack rarely ever visit here. She figured she wouldn't be safe. Great. She noticed that the game was still going and the mist had surrounded her and the sound had slowed down to a creepy foreboding tone. She looked at the clock in the game. It read 3 minutes and 56 seconds and blinking red. Apple Bloom thought she might have to run out of time and decided to step up the pace and hurry to finish the level. Ahem. Daring Do looked around her and saw a small amount of mist in the air. She then felt a cold chill down her spine. This place had given her creeps, and she wanted to leave it behind as soon as possible. She jumped down the pit and landed on the ground. She then looked behind her and saw the scariest thing she'd ever seen in her life. A ghost was floating in the air. It was coming straight towards her. She went into a sprint and was met with an arrow to the face. As it hit her, she could see the world collapsing all around her as she fell in darkness. Apple Bloom could not believe her eyes. She had killed Daring Do. She felt like crying when she remembered that this was nothing but 1 and 2s in a video game. She had not really killed Daring Do, just a digital copy of her. She sighed with relief and saw that she had died by an arrow trap. She was about to press the continue button to play again when the door burst open. Okay, I don't know anybody's voice. Hey, Apple Bloom, what you playing? Scootaloo asked as she closed the door to the treehouse and saw Apple Bloom playing the Pony 360. Nice. That they all saved up the bits to buy. Oh, I'm playing a new game I just bought. I don't think you should play it. I don't think you should play it, Apple Bloom said as she exited the title screen. Is that? Oh, you don't think it has blood in it, do you? Scootaloo asked as she brought a small beanbag chair to sit on. Yes, it has blood in it. That's why you can't play it, Apple Bloom said as she went to the game shelf to get out Pony Party. No way it has blood. Come on, Apple Bloom. You spend bits on the game. Why not play it? Scootaloo asked as she dashed to the shelf, blocking Apple Bloom from the games. Do you have any idea how much it would be trouble if my sis caught us playing a game with blood in it? Exactly my point, Apple Bloom. It's fun to be risky and dangerous, so what is this game called anyway? Uh, it's called Daring Do and the Quest for the City of Gold. But we're not playing it. Why not play Pony Party or Super Smash Pony, a fun, non-violent game? Excuse me. Apple Bloom, every time me and Sweetie Belle come over, we play those boring games, and SSP is a violent game when we hit each other. Yeah, point. Come, Apple Bloom, let's just play a game. Yeah, come, Apple Bloom, let's just play a game. No pony has to know about it. It could be our little secret. Scootaloo said as she made puppy dog face, hoping to convince Apple Bloom to let her play the game. Fine, but if we get in trouble, I blame you for everything. We're not gonna get in trouble, just play it cool. So how do you play it what are the controls? Let's play the tutorial first and then we get to play co-op. Why play co-op when maybe we can battle to the death, Scootaloo said as she imitated a gun and pretended to make shooting sounds. How the hell did she do that with her? Never mind. Because co-op is more fun and could even get us our cutie mark, Apple Bloom said as she munched on a snack. A cutie mark for gaming sounds awesome. Let's play this thing, Scootaloo said as she pulled a fedora out of the drawers of the cabinet. Author's note. Well, the first chapter is done. Just for a real mental note, taking the story jumps from Derry's perspective to Apple Bloom's perspective. No shit, I noticed. Also would appreciate any comments to help improve the story. Also, please tell me who you want to play the damsel and the shopkeeper to be. The damsel will switch each chapter and will be one of the main 6. The shopkeeper can be any pony, it will be permanent, so choose wisely who it will be. Final note. I think this might be the first ever fanfic of Spelunky. I know. If you think I'm making some mistake along the way, let me know in a constructive way. Chapter 2. Ahem. Chapter 2 is called... Where the fuck is the... Never mind. Oh yeah, Cooperative Chaos. Nice. Apple Bloom is going to... Is it going to be... Going to do that every time we play? Scootaloo asked as she pressed the button on the controller, attempted to skip it. Yes, I think it's quite nice. It's never the same after all, and it gets you in the mood for the game, Apple Bloom said as she pressed the start button and went to the game selection in the menu. Hold up, look down there, Apple Bloom. There's Deathmatch. See? Look, it's right under Adventure, Scootaloo said as she pointed at the screen with her hoof. I told you, we're not playing deathmatch. We're going to co-op through this game together. It will be fun to work together, won't it, Scoot? Apple Bloom asked as she took a sip of cider from her mug and would select Daring Do as her character. No fair, I want to be Daring Do, Scootaloo said as she scowled at Apple Bloom, hoping she might switch characters. We'll flip a bit, then heads or tails? Apple Bloom asked as she opened her wallet in her drawer to get a bit. Heads. Are we really doing this? Apple flipped the bit in the air and it bounced on the wood for a second and went into a spin. Scootaloo was hoping luck might be her talent, and the bit slowly stopped spinning and stopped on the head. Yeah! Scootaloo shouted as she picked up Daring Do and pressed A. Picked. Well, I hope you're happy, Scootaloo, Apple Bloom said as she selected Rainbow Dash. Hey, no fair, I didn't know you could pick Rainbow Dash. I want a do-over. Scootaloo said as she pressed B and tried to click on Rainbow Dash. No, Scoot, you won the bit toss. I got Daring Do. Now, don't be a foul and just play and have fun, Apple Bloom said as she clicked the start button and they climbed down the ropes. Daring could not believe it. She had died by the hands of some arrows. She thought she would go out in style, like maybe an explosion or braving, sacrificing herself. Not some arrow. She sat in the darkness of what she assumed was death and regretted ever entering the caves. Her friend Yang, warned her of the dangers of the cave and she only ignored them. She just sat in the darkness contemplating her next move would be after death. Well, death sucks. It's nothing but darkness and being alone forever. Nice. Daring screamed into the void as a small light appeared at the edge of her vision. She looked more closely at the mysterious light, and suddenly the light went haywire and lit up the entire void. Next thing Daring sees was Kali staring her in the face. Daring felt better than ever and inspected herself. She had all her gear and all her wounds were healed. So, Daring, you have failed to escape my caves. Well, do not fret. This is not end. I just bribed death to bring you back and try again until either you succeed or I get bored. Either way, you're stuck here until you can reach the end, so have fun and get going, or I'll send you back to the void. Or maybe worse, yeah, 'cause something is worse than death, I guess. Daring saw her way back where she started, except her rope was gone, and the way up was blocked. She tried to climb up the walls to escape the caves while he still had the chance, but she only slid down the walls as her hoof could not keep a firm grip on dirt. She saw the door was still open, and since the only way out was through beating Kali's world, she might as well give it another shot. She entered the door and the wall shifted yet again. Next thing she knew, she was back in the caves. She did not, but these did not look the same as before. Oh, Daring, do you think it's fun to play the same thing over and over? That just gives you time to master it. Every time you die and come back, the caves will have changed. The treasures are, as well as the monsters could be anywhere, so keep an eye out for them. Good luck, Daring Do. I'm sure this time you'll do it right. Hang on just a hoof, Scootaloo. We are playing car, aren't we? Where am I then? Apple Bloom said as she only saw Daring Do on the screen. Huh, maybe I have to save you or something. Scootaloo said as she explored around her area. Well, that's dumb. Why do you get to play instantly and I have to wait for you to be my pony in shining armor? Isn't that a character? Apple Bloom said as she got up from the seat and went to get a cookie while she waited for Scootaloo to find her. Hey, you think that hopping coffin might be in the corner? Scootaloo asked as she whipped a snake and collected some treasure. Well, don't just stand there. Get me out there. Now, Scoot, I want to play. Apple Bloom just said as she took a bite of the cookie and sat down in her seat. Scootaloo went over to the coffin and hit her wipe across again. Hit her wipe? Okay, hit her whip, I guess, against Rainbow Dash fell out onto the ground. Grammar. Daring escaped, climbed a ladder and heard rallying near the coffin and readied her whip, and just in case it was booby trapped, she opened it and out popped a rainbow-colored pony with a whip. Daring jumped back in fear and was about to hit the pony with the whip until she spoke. What the hey, where am I? And who the heck are you? The pony said as she got on her hoofs and looked around her surroundings. Why am I in some cave, and are you some egghead dressing up as Daring Do? Dressing as Daring Do? Why, I am Daring Do. Aha. You don't need the role player. And what's with the whip? It does go with what your get up as well. I'm not role playing Daring Do. I am Daring Do. Daring yelled as the sound echoed through the cave. Fine, you're Daring Do. Don't need to yell it now. Now that we have that done, where are we? Well, to be specific, we are at the Pobi Desert, deep underground in some caves, under control of a Hindu goddess Kali. Kali. Okay, you're making that up. There is no such thing as gods. Watch your mouth, pony, or I might remove it. A mysterious voice echoed through the caves. Okay, so you're telling the truth. Well, exactly why am I here, Daring, and what do you need from me here? Well, I'm here to find the city of gold, but I kinda died by an arrow trap. Hold it right there, you died, yet you're still here, and you're talking to me. Are you a mental pony or something? No, mortal, she failed, but since I got such a kick out of her, I decided to bring her back to life over and over, until she can reach her city. The mysterious voice boomed through the caves once more. Does that mean if I die, I get to come back as well? The rainbow colored pony asked, not wanting to experience a harsh death. Yes, mortal, but that does not mean you won't feel death, so try your best not to die here. Okay, well, We have that cleared out. I can beat your little chance in 10 seconds flat. The rainbow-colored pony jumped in the air and instantly felt the harsh sting of gravity. She got up and inspected her side and found her wings were missing. Wait. Why the hell are they having this conversation in Spelunky? Never mind. What the heck? Where are my wings? Tell me what you did, you four-eyed god. Your wings are gone for now. We can't have you cheating. Now can we? And don't mock me or I'll send you to the darkest pit of hell. The voice angrily boomed through the caves and shook the dirt underneath the pony's feet. Okay, is that all you need? Wait, what's your name? Daring asked, the now pony shaking her hooves. The name's Rainbow Dash. And what is your real name? I told you my name is Daring Do, Daring said, starting to get annoyed by Rainbow Dash. Fine, if you're Daring Do, let me see your cutie mark. Nobody has the same one. Rainbow Dash just demanded, knowing there was no way for a pony to change their cutie mark. Why do I have to show you? That is my voice and face not enough for you? Daring said, is starting to get pissed that Rainbow Dash wanted to see her plot just to see a cutie mark. Mist started to form around the air and the chill went up both ponies' spine. Thank God. But we don't have any more time to argue. Let's get going, Daring said as she handed a whip to Rainbow Dash. I thought she already had one. What do you mean? We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time to argue. Do you not feel the chill just now? That means something is coming in the journal says we need to leave now. Daring said as she flipped through the pages, trying to find the section she was looking for. She found it and read it aloud. The ghost will appear if you take too long on the floor. It will steal your soul and destroy your body if you get too close. It's not known. There is no known way to fight it. All you can do is run. You heard the book. We have to leave now, Daring said as she stashed the journal back in her pack. That's just some book from a crazy pony. There's no such thing as ghosts, Rainbow Dash said as she threw down the whip in protest. Daring started and looked to the left and saw the ghost go slowly getting closer and closer to them. Having no other choice, she grabbed Rainbow Dash by the head and points her in the direction of the ghost. No such thing as ghosts, huh? Then what is that? Daring shouted as she picked up the mouth gaping Rainbow Dash and sprinted off in the opposite direction of the ghost. She dodged an arrow trap and jumped over a spike pig. As they jumped, an arrow went in her face. She was launched straight into the spikes along with Rainbow Dash. Oh, come on, Scootaloo, you did that on purpose, Applebloom yelled at Scootaloo angrily as she threw the controller in her seat. It's not my fault. Some arrow hit me and we both got killed. You can't blame us for that, Scootaloo said as she stared at both their bodies sinking into the spikes. Oh, it's totally your fault. You're the one who picked me up and dragged me with you, Applebloom said as a click was heard from the screen. And then there was a friend online. It showed Rainbow Dash is online and wants ponies to play Daring Do. Okay. Well, that chapter is done. If you guys need to decide who the damsel in the shadow, blah blah blah, yeah. Okay. Well, seeing as how I'm at Olmec right now, I guess I can save the next two chapters for next time I do this, huh? Meanwhile, let's go back to watching this glorious fight. That was refreshing, I guess. What are we doing? Oh yeah, I get to troll Olmec. I like Marquette. Anyway, as you can see, I have a surplus of bombs and a lot of health. You would think I would fuck up by now, but nah, dog. I'm a professional at this. I'm a professional spelunker, and this is about as good as the battle's gonna get. Until I decide to stop fucking around, which won't be soon because I still have the Ankh. Which I guess was a red herring because I didn't even need it because I didn't want to go to the City of Gold and I didn't want to, you know, go to hell. Maybe next time. If I'm good. Like a Christmas gift. Fuck. Now see, if I didn't blow up that space, then Olmec could have crushed me. Or at least got close to it and murdered me senselessly. Just like now. But now that I'm looking back at this playthrough, I probably could have got the alien blaster or whatever to keep me entertained. Oh god, oh god, oh god. And see, that's another thing. He destroyed my fucking gun, so now I'm kind of stuck with a whip. As you can see, my commentary still hasn't changed. I'm still saying things that are on the screen. Screw you. That's how I do things now. God damn it. Boop. Alright. I just need this bull crap to go on and we'll be good. We're almost there. And then I remember I had bombs. And yeah. There we go. Yay! One more Olmec and you're dead. I just realized Olmec is the stupid head thing from Legend of the Hidden Temple, isn't he? I'm fighting fucking Olmec from Legend of the Hidden Temple, aren't I? I can't believe I made that fucking analogy. Not analogy, but connected it. I'm fighting Olmec from Legend of the Hidden Temple! And I got a little bit crazy with bombs, because I won. Yeah! Alright. This is actually my first time beating this on, what is it, daily challenge, so you guys are seeing that first. Nice, right? Let me just get the fuck out of here. Maybe I should have went to hell. I probably would have got a bigger score. I probably would have been #1 or something. Nice. We're winning. I wish I could skip this, but unfortunately, no. That's not how Spelunky wants me to do it, so whatevs. I will be remembered as a hero. Skip the credits. Okay, guys. Well, see you next time, and maybe Psychonauts, maybe more of this, depending on you guys' words. Bye!